Hello everybody, welcome to Boomer Sooner 1982. My name is Harry James Taylor. In the Big 12 Conference, everybody is going to get everybody's best shot. And there will be upsets a-brewing. Just like a couple of weeks ago when Oklahoma State came in and beat Kansas. Those kind of games are going to happen, particularly in this league. It happened to Oklahoma over the weekend, as they lost to Kansas State in Manhattan, 80-69. But they also got a big-time win over TCU to set things up, 95-72. Breakdown of these ball games and plus a special surprise coming up for next Monday's game against regular Kansas. All this and more next. Boomer Sooner 1982. Don't move. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. First of all, guys, thanks for watching the show. The Sooners doubleheader this week was pretty awkward, going up against the Purples. Back-to-back games against the Purples. TCU and Kansas State. But before we get to that, Sooner fans, the two games this week, if you have a game to the Kansas game, or even if you don't, and you're just a college football fan, know this. College game day will be in Norman for the Kansas State-Oklahoma pregame. From 10 to 11 is when the airing happens. But the doors open at the Lloyd Noble Center at 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning for all the super fans that will be there, like me. So 8 o'clock is when the doors open. And it'll tell you how to do it and how to enter on Soonersports.com. But for the games this past week to set up that game against Kansas, pretty tight contested ball games in both. Didn't feel like the one yesterday was, but we'll get to that. But first, TCU and Oklahoma through the midweek. As the Sooners cruise past the Horned Frogs, 95-72 the final in Norman. In the first half, TCU shot 37.0% inside the arc from two-point range and 33.3% from behind the arc and three-point range, while Oklahoma shot 48.5% from inside the arc and 44.4% from the three-point line, as they call the halftime mediation. In the second half, TCU shot 44.4% from inside the arc and 41.7% from outside the arc, while Oklahoma shot 53.1% from inside the arc and 25.0% from outside the arc. For the game, TCU shot 43.1% from inside the arc and 38.1% from outside the arc, while Oklahoma shot 50.8% from inside the arc and 36.7% from outside the arc. The shot of the game was when Dante Buford puts the game away with a layup dunk to kind of put this game out of reach in that one. The stat leaders in this ball, the stat stuffers for this one, Buddy Hield, number 24, led in points. Number 11, Isaiah Cousins, led in assists. And number 00, Ryan Spangler, led in rebounds. First of all, points. Buddy Hield, number 24, led with 17 points in this ball game, while the dime assist ratio went to Isaiah Cousins, who had number 11 Isaiah Cousins, who had 7 dimes in this ball game. And then Number 00, Ryan the Wrangler Spangler, wrangled in 11 rebounds in the ball game. The Sooners then headed to Kruger country, where Lon Kruger spent his time in Kansas at Kansas State. And the Kansas State Miracle, man, can't do it in Manhattan. 80-69 the final in Manhattan as they get the Kansas State split. This is how it happened. In the first half, Oklahoma shot 37.5% from inside the arc. And from outside the arc, Oklahoma shot 33.3% from behind the arc. While Kansas State from inside the arc in the first half shot 60.9% from inside the arc. And from outside the arc, Kansas State shot 57.1% from behind the arc. Second half, Oklahoma shot 50% from inside the arc, but just 11.1% from three-point line from outside the arc for the second half. For the second half for Kansas State, they shot 46.4% from inside the arc and 33.3% from outside the arc. For the game, Oklahoma shot 43.1% from inside the arc and 25% from behind the arc, while Kansas State shot 52.9% from inside the arc and 46.2% from three-point line to earn them a win, 80-69. The 80-69 loss for Oklahoma looked like this. But first, the shot of the game. The shot of the game was when basically trying to get Oklahoma back in the ball game, and Ryan Spangler gets them back in the game with a score to make it with a layup. To make it 58-54 Kansas State in favor about midway through the second half. For the game, the stat leaders, the stat stuffers, number 24, Buddy Hield, led in points. Number 10, Jordan Woodard was back in the assist category. And, of course, the rebounds went to number 00, Ryan Spangler. Stats looked like this as far as the numbers are concerned. Number 24, Buddy Hield, led the way with 23 points for Oklahoma. While the assist ratio, as we already talked about, was led by number 10, Jordan Woodard. He had 6. And number 00, Ryan Spangler, had 10 boards in the ballgame. All right, fans, that'll do it for this week. Pre-game coming up soon. Remember, Lloyd Noble Center, the Kansas game, 8 a.m. is when they open the doors. It should be a fun environment. Game day, only their second time in the basketball version. The only other time they've been here for the basketball version was when we played Texas a few years ago. Blake's freshman year, I do believe. So, we'll see what happens there. Thanks for watching, guys. Everyone, I hope enjoyed it. And as always, Boomer Sooner, everybody. Take care!